an article came out saying that YouTube today, interesting thing about algorithms with YouTube, MrBeast's viewership, they said, has dropped 50%. Why has it dropped 50%? He used to get these videos, 900 million views, 500 million views, 400 million views. Now it's 60 to 120 million views. Now somebody said, well, listen, give me a 60 to 120 million views.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's being impacted. What did YouTube do? YouTube on the back end controls what? Go look at any of the top 50 podcasts that we follow and go to their YouTube channel. You'll notice, why is this guy down to 600,000 views, 200,000 views, 800,000? He used to get 4.8 million views. Why is that guy that used to do 600,000 views down to 300,000 views, 150,000 views? What you will notice is the following. Rogan is number one podcast in 94 countries on Spotify. But on YouTube, it's who? Someone else, Midas Touch. But why is that? Why is YouTube putting this? Because YouTube came out and said they used to favor, because they control recommendations. The algorithms of YouTube, they control recommendations.
Right.
Like, do you remember during COVID?
So
during COVID, they're like, if you use the word, there was certain word you used on the title, it would just drop off.
Yep.
Okay, whatever the words were. During COVID, there was like 50 words I didn't like. If you used it, it would automatically drop off. So don't use the word. All right, so people didn't use the word. Guess who controls the knob on YouTube viewership right now? YouTube does. You know what YouTube did? YouTube controlled the knob, and it was long-form suggestion, and YouTube went like this and said short form. We don't want any more long-form recommendation. Guess what YouTube announced last year?
Going back to long form.
YouTube last year announced as of July 15th, if it's a faceless YouTube channel, we're no longer paying you AdSense.
Yep.
What do you mean? So whoever controls the knob controls the viewership. So there is an element of the media changing on what they're favoring now. It's purely YouTube algorithm. Watch this. Mid-2026, they just made the announcement, YouTube's algorithm is increasingly favoring smaller emerging channels by prioritizing high-retention content over subscriber count. So what is YouTube doing now? They want more new people. Because imagine YouTube sitting in a meeting, and they're saying, man, we're not having as many new content creators.
Yeah.
I don't know if this makes sense. Like, if you go look at last week, Instagram did a massive purge of followers.
I'll say this, and this is a situation that is going on right now, is that pretty much YouTube, it's a sticky situation because they'll up and down swear to God that it's the algorithm. Whole time they're the algorithm. They created it. They know what to push. They know certain words that they don't want people to say. They can use AI to push certain narratives. If they don't like what you're saying, then, you know what I'm saying? So I've been seeing this for a very long time, and that's why I don't really trust YouTube that much, but you have to, like, it's like Bitcoin. If you can flourish on YouTube, you can flourish on the rest of them. But that's why it's best to diversify yourself, just like a portfolio, because you don't know, for real. You'll look up and, you know, your algorithm has changed because you changed the narrative. Sometimes if you just want to make money on this type of stuff, it's best to just go on YouTube and just do what people want you to do. Don't even be real, because you faking it anyway at work, right? You're not yourself. You know, you got your white voice. You got your work voice. You know, your girl, she'll yell at you. She go to work, treat a boss like the God, right? That's the same thing most people do. So what I'm saying to say is, if the algorithm changes, you're just going to have to adjust with it. That's all there is to it. Stay consistent, give them what they want, and get, you know, pretty much it. Just give them what they want. It don't matter if it's kid content, like you making like some Miss Rachel type stuff, news, you know, of course, do what you like to do as well. But like, if you can do what they like, you can do food reviews and all that stuff. Just do what they want so you can get the bread. So then you don't have to really confine, because they can switch that. That's why you got to stay consistent, because they can switch that knob off at any moment. They can switch it up. They be like, man, this person ain't been consistent. He's going to have to start over with basically a, how do you say, like a streak. Like, say if I start YouTube live tonight, or I started yesterday, and I keep going. Like I said, I'm just going to come on here every day, and I'm going to do at least an hour just so I can see what the algorithm's doing, because there's some madness to this situation. And it could be here to talk. It could be here to react. It could be here to do anything. But there's madness to this thing, and you have to consistently going like almost on a streak. Like, I got to go live every single day. Every single day I have to at least go live, or I have to post, have to be seen. And when you do that, then you're like, okay, bet there is an algorithm. Because there's times that I've took 2 weeks off from uploading so then I could edit like my programming, and the shit started to plummet. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about it like that, then that's the type of stuff you got to think about. You know what I'm saying? like, okay, the algorithm is kind of working against me if I don't consistently post on them. It's kind of like, oh man, if you're not going to consistently be on here, you ain't gonna get no good bread on here, or you gotta consistently post. So in that aspect, you know, that's why you revert your audience. This is my personal thing. Revert your audience to something that you can control, possibly, like Patreon or external source. Bring them to other social media contexts and start giving revenue for the same content, because then you can get more money. Because it can be iffy. It's just like a job. You know, it's not consistent. You know what I mean? It could be, but it could not be too. All right. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section, because this is interesting to me, because I love all the algorithm talk. I love all the talk about what YouTube is doing and what they're not doing, because I listen to, like, I follow YouTube on YouTube, the people or the CEO of YouTube that basically tries to explain how to get more, you get what I'm saying, how to get more attraction, because they know they're the ones that's telling you to do it. So if you're going to listen to somebody, listen to the people that's actually have the button, and they're turning the button this way or that way, depending on what they want. Because at one point, they were saying, oh, we're pushing shorts. So I'm making shorts. And shorts give you good traction, but less revenue. Now they're pushing back full time, but then they're like, you can't do faceless. So it's like, damn, if you was going to do faceless automation, now you're getting less revenue. You might as well start showing your face. So they're like forcing you to show your face. And that's just a situation, you know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do if you want to make it on this type of stuff. And then you make the money, take the money and do something with it to, you know, create this certain income source where, because, you know, some people, I've seen this one guy, MTVar, he just said he's going to do a break, but I think he has almost 900,000 subs. I hope as soon as he hop on, his traction still maintains the same. Same goes to the guy I used to follow. His name is Stephen So Cold. And he, at one point, I used to listen to him daily. He used to always post, and he stopped for like a month or two. And when he stopped, when he tried to get back on, it wasn't the same. It literally was not the same. And I noticed his numbers dropped, and the subs never went up. And I was like, man, there's something going on. He's probably making money, but it's like he didn't have to upload how he was before, and now it's just repetitive. I still fuck with him though. He's pretty cool. All right, so y'all tell me what y'all think about that in the comment section. It could be a very, very sticky situation. And those that know, that they know. You know what I'm saying? The content creators like me and other people that are out there, because I have a new goal this year. I'm trying to reach 5,000 subs minimum this year. So I'm halfway there, but we're going to see what we can do. You know, consistency and hustle. That's it. That's what YouTube is. They're sending me messages telling me, be consistent, go live, talk to your audience, be personable. And that's what I was doing before when I got the, you know, half the number, you know, the 2 point whatever. So I'm going to continue to do that. And it's just a little different that YouTube's changing on people, but you should almost already expect that. All right, it's your boy Angelo Savage. Tell me what y'all think about this in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Savage. It's a Savage Report. Let's go.